Dragons Live, presented by Form Communications.
Hello everyone and happy holidays. I'm Alexis Kennedy alongside John Webby Webking, and welcome to Dragons Live. We've got a great show for you today with recaps, interviews, and behind the scenes access that you can only get right here.
As we dive into December's best, we're starting with just that, Dragons swimming and diving as they prepare this week to head to their winter training trip to build on some early success this season. Here's head coach Todd Peters for more. Tell us a little bit about how the season's gone so far.
It's been really great. We're swimming really well, swimming really fast. We've had an opportunity to practice and compete in the brand new West Fargo Hulbert Aquatic Center, which is amazing, possibly one of the best aquatic centers in the country. It's proven to be really fast, and it's been a great opportunity for us to help us achieve even more.
As far as duels and invites and all that, how's your team performed up to your expectations coming into the year?
Pretty well. We've done really well in the dual meets. We've won most of them. We had some difficulties against St. Cloud and Northern Michigan, but we expected that. But other than that, our performances have been great. We've been, for the most part, exceeding expectations, I would say.
Talk about some of the individuals, the standouts that you expected, and maybe some younger individuals who have kind of exceeded those expectations.
Well, Erin Sullivan, of course, has been kind of our lead performer this year, as she has for the last 3 years. She is currently ranked 5th in the country in the 100 backstroke. Bree Anderson has stepped up now in her sophomore year. She is currently ranked 7th in the country in 50 freestyle, so she's doing really well. Taylor Bynan has been doing great, swimming just about everything. We were really trying to get her to focus now on breaststroke in the IM events, and she is nearly unbeatable in those events in our conference, and she's getting really close to getting a point where she should qualify for nationals in 2 or 3 of those events. And then Erin Fons has really had a huge comeback. She was out all of last year with a torn ACL. And she came back this year, and she is currently ranked 25th in the country in the 100 breaststroke and has the top ranked time in the conference.
Wow. You're heading into your winter training trip. Tell us a little bit about that and what that means for your team.
It's such a great opportunity to be able to go and practice where it's warm and we can practice outside, and knowing that in between practices they're going to be able to lay on the beach instead of trudge through the snow back to their dorm room. So it's a lot more enjoyable for them, and it gives us the opportunity to work them a lot harder than we would be able to anywhere else, just because the environment is so different. We're going to Florida this year. We used to go to Florida up until the last couple of years. We've been going to Puerto Rico. Obviously, there's some difficulties with going there this year, so we switched and are going back to Florida to the St. Petersburg area, specifically Treasure Island, and it's a great area, and the weather should be great, so I think we're going to have a really good time.
And what does the rest of the season look like for Dragon Swim and Dive?
It is going to be really crazy busy right when we come back from Florida. A week later, we have the Dragon Invite, which we are hosting out at the West Fargo Aquatic Center again. So we're looking forward to that. And then we also have dual meets against Mankato and Concordia. And then in early February, we have the conference meet, which we are hosting out at West Fargo. So there's a lot going on in a very short time, just about 6 weeks to go. And so we really got to work hard and then rest towards the end and get ready to swim well and dive well. Our divers have been doing a great job this year too. We have 6 divers, and they're all still healthy, and they're all diving well and getting better at every meet, so we're really excited about that as well.
And finally, what's the home pool advantage going to be like in the NSIC championships?
It's kind of yet to be seen, but we're excited about the possibilities for it, because it's something we've never had in 21 years. It's the first time we've been able to have the meet here and to host it, and so we're really excited about that, to be able to sleep in their own beds, not have to worry about traveling, having more fan support. I think everything about it is going to be enhanced, and we know what the facility is like. We've been practicing there, and I think that's really going to help us out as well.
Thank you, Coach. As he mentioned, the Dragon Cobber Invite was the opening ceremony event for the new Hulbert Aquatic Center in West Fargo, the eventual site of this year's NSIC Championships. Our Dragons Live team was there for a more in-depth look. Check it out. West Fargo has a new place to make a splash. The Hulbert Aquatic Center features the pool from the U.S. Olympic Trials, and the grand opening featured the Dragon Cobber Invite in what everyone is boasting as the fastest pool in the region.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, this is the Olympic Trials pool, and it's right here in our community now, and we're getting to swim in it. And right away when the girls got into it, and even when they were just practicing here, first thing they said was, "I feel fast here." You can feel it. You can tell that you move through the water fast here. It's great.
We got a lot of really cool features in this facility. One is the water clarity. We have the Neptune Benson Defender filtration system, which can filter down to 1 micron. So the water is crystal clear, probably better than the water you're getting out of the tap at home. We also have close to 1,100 in seating, which is unheard of in a facility for a high school. We got 6 diving boards, 2 3-meter boards and 4 1-meter boards. We've got what's considered fast water because all the lanes are in deep water. They're also 7.5 feet wide. And we also have an external gutter system that eats the waves, so you're not having to fight that backlash from the waves while you're swimming. So it's a really high-tech facility with really actually built for fast water. So I keep hearing how fast everybody's swimming. They've actually had me measure the lanes a couple times to make sure that they are 75 feet across or 25 yards. Everything's in alignment, so it's really exciting to hear people say, hey, we think your course is short because everybody's swimming so fast. Pull out the tape or the laser and say, help, this is what it's reading. And everybody is like, wow, this is really fast water. We want to come back and swim here again.
Fast water comes with a hefty price tag, but the cost will be well worth it in the minds of the investors, the community, and the Hulbert family.
Our daughter Heidi was one of the best of all of us. She was a diver. She was excelled in high school here as a diver. She went on to Division I diving at Iowa State University. She was diabetic, and eventually that cost her life, and as a young mother. And so at that point we started planning to just do something in memory of her, to honor her, and that's how it ended up like this.
Heidi Hulbert, I was actually, she coached with me. She was a diving coach with me when I coached high school, and for 2 years. And so, you know, this facility was part of her legacy, and so it's really special for me to be a part of that too, and to see that. And you know, she was a great diving coach and a great person, and someone that meant a lot to me. So to be here, you know, years later, and to see her legacy is carrying forward to the divers of tomorrow, that's really, really special.
I want to thank the community for sharing this vision. We raised over $3 million privately in basically 90 days. Everybody came together. A huge, huge thank you to the West Fargo schools and the city of West Fargo for voting it in with their bond referendum. $18.5 million went to the pool. By the time we're done, by the time you do all the math, it's a $25 million aquatic facility. Again, a top 5 facility, in my opinion, in the United States. And just is going to be a gem for the next 50 years.
Fast water, incredible environment, and new history being made already as Dragon swimmer Erin Sullivan became the all-time points leader in MSUM history during the opening event. But the honor she received was one she will never forget.
It's a very cool honor. I never would have thought that this would happen. Coming in freshman year, I didn't really have, this would never have been in my mind, not really expecting it. So it's really cool honor to be honored by President Blackhurst and an Olympian, so that was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to be able to have that at this facility, you know, at this meet, and to have President Blackhurst here, and also Olympic swimmer Dana Vollmer to be a part of that ceremony too. That's just like, wow, it's definitely something that Erin is going to remember for the rest of her life.
If you build it, they will swim. And the Dragons aim to take full advantage this year of the new water in West Fargo. They will host the Dragon Invite as well as their first Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Championships meet this January.
I still can't believe it. I've been coaching here for 21 years. We've been a part of, I think, 7 different season-ending championship meets, and now to finally have it here for the first time ever, I don't know that I ever would have thought that it would happen or that it would come true. So I'm really, really excited for our opportunity to have it at home, have it in this facility, and it's going to be our home pool. We'll have that advantage because it'll be the 3rd meet that we've had here. We'll be practicing here regularly, and it's just really a special opportunity for our team and our program. It's
very exciting to have it super close. We won't have to drive. I mean, we've drove as much as 22 hours or 6 hours, but it's going to be really nice being able to sleep in our own beds and wake up a little later for the drive and not have like bus legs and stuff like that. And we won't miss as much school, so that's another plus. So it'll be really exciting to have conference and stuff here.
This amazing facility will highlight the Dragons season this year, hoping the home advantage in fast water will translate to national success for MSUM.
Stay with us here on Dragons Live. We've got a lot of great show left with Baseline Bonanza and Championship banners. Stay tuned.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise. The promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
Welcome back to Dragons Live. The Dragon basketball teams began their conference play this month, but the first home games of the season had a couple fun features, including banners and bonanzas. Here's more.
The success of football's end zone extravaganza festivities from the Dragonfire Booster Club led to a little fun on the hardwood as they kicked off another celebration titled the Baseline Bonanza. A stage-level beer garden and special food that was open to the public was a key feature of the Dragon basketball home doubleheader against Northern State on December 19th. J.C. Chumley's sponsored the services on the platform, creating a view and experience unlike anything in Nemzik in a very long time. Above all the good times being had by all were 2 more additions to the Nemzik Fieldhouse environment. Conference championship banners that were unveiled earlier this year showcased the men's and women's conference titles from the 2016-17 season. Overall, fans were excited to celebrate the Dragons' recent success, enjoy a little dilly-dilly, and continue to support the red and white.
Now we're switching it up to talk about the holidays.
That's right. 2 simple questions, 1 fun video. Best Christmas gift ever, and the one that never made it under the tree. Lexi, how about you? What is your favorite all-time Christmas gift?
It was a TV with a VCR with like the actual videotapes.
A VCR?
Yes. Had it until I was a senior in high school.
Not the millennial answer I was anticipating. What about the one that you always wanted that never happened?
A pony. Always. Every time. Prayed for it. Never came.
Pony. We'll get to mine later after the video. But here are all of our Dragon Athletics versions of those questions. Check it out.
The best Christmas gift ever was a guitar, and the one I always wanted but never got was a Michael Jordan 23 Chicago Bulls jersey.
My favorite Christmas gift is cold hard cash, and the one thing that I wish I would have is the winning Powerball ticket.
My favorite Christmas present of all time, easily, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Technodrome. Giant laser-filled thing. It was great. And the one I always wanted but never, ever got was a basketball hoop.
The best Christmas gift I ever got was a Nintendo Wii, and I always wanted a trip to Disney World.
So the Christmas gift I really wanted that I got when I was a kid, G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. Huge, 6 feet long airplanes, guns, the whole deal. It was awesome. The one I didn't get that I really wanted when I was younger was wanted the Nintendo. Got the Game Boy instead, but really wanted the Nintendo.
My all-time favorite Christmas gift was a PlayStation.
Favorite game?
I have to go Madden, like 2000 probably.
What's your favorite Christmas gift of all time?
My dad last year gave me $200 in $1 bills.
The one I always wanted but never got was a chimpanzee.
Really?
Yeah, really. I wanted one badly.
My favorite Christmas gift that I can remember is a fishing pole that I got from my wife's dad. I've always wanted to learn how to fish, and to get that pole, I knew that he wanted to go out with me and help me learn how to fish as well.
So the Christmas gift that I never got that I always wanted was a remote control race car.
Aww.
But my daughter got one this year from Santa, so I get to live my dreams through her.
Lucky guy.
I know.
Favorite Christmas present ever?
Probably my new watch that I just got this Christmas.
Ooh.
My favorite Christmas gift is my wife and I get each other a Christmas calendar from Shutterfly that have just family pictures on it, and we get it every year, and we've been doing it for the last 7 years.
Best Christmas gift was?
4 tires for my car. It was a Honda Civic.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
The favorite Christmas gift I ever received was Super Tecmo Bowl for Super Nintendo.
Don't go anywhere. More Dragons Live coming right up.
Recaps, Doug's Desk, and our women's basketball teammate game are all coming up next.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs, close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
You always do this. You had a couple of pops in you and got cocky. Who's up for a game of wing roulette, you said? Because you thought it'd be funny to watch one of your friends get stuck with the hot one. But your friends, they got teriyaki, then spicy garlic, and then Asian zing. And now you're looking at the last one and you're thinking, my God, what have I done?
Welcome back to Dragons Live. It's time for our Courtyard by Marriott Athletes of the Week since our last show. Starting with November 19th, both men's and women's basketball take it with Megan Hintz and Evan Hines.
December 3rd is men's basketball's Johnny Beninga and swimmer Aaron Sullivan.
December 10th is wrestler Jordan Magnuson and runner Judith Robinson.
And those are your Athletes of the Week since our last show, presented by the Courtyard by Marriott. Time to get you caught up with all the action in Dragonland over the last month. Let's start with how we started the show with swimming and diving. They co-hosted the Dragon Cobber Invite, which was the first event held at the $20 million Hulbert Aquatic Center, which is a state-of-the-art facility and will host the NSIC Championships in February. The Dragons took first place in the Olympic-sized pool, led by Aaron Sullivan, who won the 100 butterfly and was part of 2 winning relay teams. Taylor Bynon won the 400 IM and 200 breaststroke. Bria Anderson won the 100 free, while Noelle Berg won the 3-meter dive. Sullivan became MSUM's all-time leader in points scored on Friday and was honored with an award on Saturday, which was presented by Olympic gold medalist Dana Vollmer, MSUM President Dr. Ann Blackhurst, and Dragon head coach Todd Peters. Swimming and diving will be on their winter training trip starting this weekend in Tampa, Florida, before returning home on the 12th and 13th for the Dragon Invite.
Wrestling hosted the Dragon Open to start the month. Top finishers for the Dragons included Adam Blees at 174, who took first, Mitch Kochevar at 184, Weston Dobler at 165, Zach Scott at 149, and Preston Lehman at 197 all took second place. Wrestling lost on the road to number 2 ranked Augsburg College 35-9. They were at the Midwest Classic on the 16th. Tommy Walton was the lone Dragon to advance to the second day. Walton suffered an injury during his wrestleback match. Wrestling is on the road at Upper Iowa and Minnesota State to start 2018, then home with duels against Augustana on the 20th and UMary on the 28th.
Track and field kicked off their season at the Dakota Classic at NDSU earlier in the month, where they recorded 5 top 3 finishes. Senior Brian Hulbert won the 200-meter dash with an NCAA provisional qualifying time of 22:01 and added a runner-up finish in the long jump, which was also an NCAA provisional effort. Brady Spiker finished second in the 800, Judith Robinson was third in the 200, and Rachel Prusser was second in the 800. Track and field is back at NDSU on the 13th and SDSU on the 19th and Concordia College on the 20th.
The men started conference play with a win over UMary 89-82, then a loss at Minot State 78-65. They had some close games on the home opener weekend, squeaking out a win over Crookston 81-78, but losing versus Bemidji the next night 82-81. At Northern on the 15th, they fell 95-74, with Addison Park leading the Dragons with a season-high 21 points.
Women's basketball started conference play this month on the road, where they got a win at UMary 64-54 and at Minot State 85-64. Their home opener was on the 8th versus Minnesota Crookston. The Dragons would lose the contest 69-65 and then bounce back the next night against Bemidji State as Drew Sanis and Megan Hintz led the way with double-doubles. On the road at Northern State on the 15th, the women would fall 69-65 in a close one at the Barnett Center. They would face nationally ranked Northern State again just 5 days later, prevailing at home 64-61 in overtime.
Men and women are on the road this weekend on the 30th at Minnesota State Mankato, the 31st at Concordia St. Paul, at home the following 2 weekends with games versus Minot State, UMary, Augustana, and Wayne State before heading back on the road. Catch all those home games right here on WDAY's Extra.
Time now for our dad joke style teammate game, where making your opponent laugh means you get a point. Let's check out how women's basketball did in the Papa John's teammate game.
Me first, I suppose. What did the excited gardener do when spring finally came? He wet his plants.
What do liars do when they die? They lie still.
Sorry. Why did Mickey Mouse get shot? Because Donald ducked.
What kind of trains do ballerinas take? Choo-choo trains.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who?
Who?
You sound like an owl.
Okay. What did the GPS say to the bad driver? In 300 feet, stop and let me out.
Tell you. What did the football coach say to the broken vending machine? Give me my quarterback.
What's brown and sticky? A stick.
Yep. Me. What's the difference between boogers and broccoli? I won't eat broccoli.
What do ducks wear to weddings? Tuxedos.
What's the worst vegetable to eat on a boat? A leek.
Why are teddy bears never hungry? Because they're always stuffed.
What is the best way to carve wood? Whittle by whittle. All right.
Whittle by whittle.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We've got Doug's Desk and our Dragons Live Top 5 coming up after the break.
The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. There's a place where teaching and learning are transforming lives, where relationships drive deeper, more meaningful exploration and discovery based on mutual respect and trust, where you'll discover who you are and what you can achieve when you head out into the world to make it better. Life is more than a journey. It is a chance to transform.
Have you ever bought the wrong car? Over half of all used car purchases end in regret. Wrong car, wrong terms and conditions, unexpected problems. You know what I'm talking about. Why put yourself through it? At Valley Pre-Owned, you can't buy the wrong car. We guarantee it. That's right, we guarantee it. Stop down today, learn more about our free 730 guarantee. It'll make your next used car purchase the best car buying experience you've ever had. And you might even have some fun at Valley Pre-Owned.
Welcome back to Dragons Live. Our athletic director, Doug Peter, is always fired up about something. Let's see what he's working on this week in Doug's desk.
Hey, I'm Doug Peters. I'm fired up here. Join me for this month's segment of Doug's Desk, where we take a behind-the-scenes look at Dragon athletics. You know, I hope all your stockings are empty and you're getting ready to celebrate the new year. It's a fantastic time of year. To me, it's also one of the most important weeks in our year. Our student athletes are coming off an NCAA mandated 7-day dead period. We're not allowed to practice, not allowed to be in the facilities, not allowed to work out in our facilities. It gives them a break away from school, away from MSUM, and gives them a chance to revitalize and refresh themselves. And we're excited about that. We think they're going to come back even stronger than they left. When you look at our women's basketball team left just after upsetting Northern State, a top-ranked team in the country. You look at the performances out of our track and field teams. Our swimming team is heading down to Florida after hosting an awesome meet in the Hulbert Aquatic Center. And as much as we're excited about those things happening, it really picks up its pace here as we hit the new year. We are full speed ahead in men's and women's basketball. Our track and field teams are getting after it all over the place. So we're just trying to get ready for that rush of getting back to school. That's what's going on behind the scenes in Dragon Athletics. Follow along at MSUMDragons.com to get all the results, and we look forward to seeing you at the games.
It's time for the Dragons Live Top 5. At number 5, Damon Gibson accepts an invitation to play in the 93rd East-West Shrine All-Star Game. He is the first Dragon to ever play in the game.
And at number 4, Brian Hulbert posts an NCAA provisional qualifying time of 22.01 in the 200-meter dash and an NCAA provisional long jump at 23.9½.
At number 3, wrestler Adam Blease takes home first place at the Dragon Open at 174 pounds. Way to bring home the title. At number 2, Dragon women's basketball against nationally ranked Northern State. Lauren Fetch hits a big 3 in regulation as the clock winds down. That would force an eventual overtime, and the Dragons would win in overtime. At number 1, Aaron Sullivan becomes MSUM's all-time leader in points and receives a glass water bottle from President Blackhurst and Olympic gold medalist Dana Vollmer. And that is some cool stuff, and those are your Dragons Live Top 5 Plays of December, presented by Valley Imports. Before we go tonight, a few quick messages about what's happening in Dragonland. You can always get the best Dragons gear at shop.MSUMDragons.com. Start the new year right with 20% off all hats beginning on New Year's Day. That's 20% off all hats starting in 2018, so go to shop.MSUMDragons.com and get geared up for game day.
It's now easier than ever to watch the Dragons on your TV with the new Dragons app for Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Android TV. No more AirPlay, clumsy cords, or small screens. Stream all live and on-demand games, and especially Dragons Live episodes right here on your TV at home, simple and easy. Get the new Dragons app for Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Android TV today. One more thing, quick shout out to the 15 student athletes who graduated earlier this month at fall commencement. Some with undergrads and some with postgraduate degrees. Congratulations to all of our student athlete graduates.
And another shout out especially for our longtime camera operator and Go Team lifer Joe Rowan, as well as graphic designer Emily Zaharia. Both came to our internship program as freshmen and will be greatly missed. Kyle Sarpong, congrats as well.
Thanks again for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For our director Alex Nelson, assistant Brent Keel, Webby, and myself, Thank you for watching Dragons Live, and of course, go Dragons!